Gina from HauntedFlower.com and HauntedFlowerReviews.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Secret World of Arriety. I'm going to be reviewing the dubbed version because it was just in February released in the USA in theaters with lots of American voice actors. The IMDb page is pretty confusing because not only does it have the US version actors, it also has the UK version actors, and there's just a whole lot of stuff going on. So I'll just say that in the US version, Arriety is voiced by Bridgit Mendler, and that her parents are voiced by Amy Phoeler and Will Arnett, who are a couple in real life. What I liked about this casting is that I really like Will Arnett's really deep, gruff voice as the father. I thought it really lended well to the role, and Amy Phoeler's like flighty, whatever, panicky voice does work for this character of the mother. However, I think that they're not as good at voice acting in this style. The reason why is because unlike animation in the US for movies like Pixar or Disney or whatnot, where, you know, those actors, they voice first and are animated to their voices. And in this style, the animation was first. Clearly it came from Japan, from the studios that make Ponyo and all that other good stuff. And so they have to take what's already there and match emotions, lines, and mouth flaps in the translation. And they are not always good at hitting those flaps quite right. And I don't think they have it down for the whole like, When people like make those noises in anime, it sounds really weird when they were doing it. Like you could tell they were looking at the screen thinking, okay, my character looks like he might have a smile on his face, so maybe it's a happy Like, so they'd just be like, And it would have nothing to do with the conversation or anything, or to do with the moment or the scene. And so it kind of took you out of the moment watching it. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. Before I run into all that, let me tell you what the story is about. It's based on a book called The Borrowers, and it's a story of, there's a young girl, Arriety, and her parents, who are very, very small people and live under a house of big people, normal-sized people like us. And they spend most of their life borrowing things to get by. Little bits of Kleenex, little cubes of sugar, etc. They just borrow little tiny bits of things that no one would notice, and they live out their lives quite happily, living in the walls and the floors of the house. Unfortunately, if they are ever spotted, it could be very dangerous for them. And in this story, Arriety is spotted by a young boy who has gone to live at this house because he's quite sick. They develop an unlikely friendship and have to work together through the conflicts and perils that arise for the two of them. Another character to mention in this story would be this woman who is like the housekeeper maid something at the house, and she's this little squat woman with a funky face, and she is incredibly over the top. Her character just does crazy things no one would do in this situation, and Carol Burnett voices her, and voices her even more over the top. So any scenes with this character come off as a little extreme. That being said, besides the performance of the people voicing the characters, I have to say that the story itself is very sweet. It was very fun to watch, and the entire time I watched it, I kept thinking to myself how much more I would have enjoyed it had I gotten to watch it for the first time as a young child. I just thought it really captured the imagination, the animation was really good, and I just really loved the story, the friendship, the girl being kind of a heroine in her own way, and I thought it was a good story for kids to go see. So you should definitely take your kids to go see The Secret World of Arriety, and if you like anime, you should check it out, and if you're a normal person, you should check it out too. Thanks for watching my review, and I hope you'll join me next time for another review. Bye!
If you like this review, go to my site at HauntedFlowerReviews.com. I also have a podcast on iTunes. Please leave me ratings and comments. Also, we have a store, HauntedFlower.com, where you can find the best online apparel and accessories from movies, TV shows, anime, and more. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/HauntedFlower, and that's where we have all of our contests too, so you can win free stuff. Go to IndieMojo.com if you live in Indianapolis, and you can find out how to go to free movies.